Okay. Not sure what happened, but my countdown went back on a loop, so had to intercept it. How is everybody tonight? Hope you guys are all having a wonderful week. Um, good evening. Yeah, and the technical difficulties continue on because, well, I'm not sure why, but my second camera went on strike. Yeah, just about half an hour before me coming on live. So we're stuck with just this view tonight. Hope you guys don't mind. But let's see who's here. Let's do some shout outs. Okay, so hello, Miss Kenono Show. She's saying hi to everyone with a very, very bright pink hand. So, hi. And Donnell Stitchery's here. Hey, Eric, I won't be able to watch the live. However, we'll watch the replay tomorrow. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. Well, thanks for stopping in, Donnell. Kristen Bryant is here. Hello. Julie Centers. Hello from Tucson, Arizona. Hello, Julie. And Miss Kathleen Champ, how are you? She says, hello, Eric and fellow quilty craft making makers. Woot woot. All right. She'll be back. She got to ready her space for making. Okay. Guess who it is? It's Miss Nancy. Hello, hello. Damali J's here. Eric and quilters from cool 49-degree East Coast. Wow. She's putting on free motion quilting with her domestic singer on her own birthday quilt. Oh, happy birthday. Happy early birthday. And we got Miss Pearl Medina here from Moreno Valley. Hello, Pearl. Kim Burris is here. Hey, Kim. And she's saying hello to everybody. Thank you, Kim, for being here tonight. Malzilla, my girl, Malzilla. I love that name. How you doing? Okay, Linda Faust is here. Linda, hello, hello. And Diane Watson, happy Tuesday from warm Missouri. That's interesting because Missouri is warm and yet the East Coast is freezing cold. Brenda Martinez is here. Welcome to the channel, Brenda. Thanks for joining. We got Miss Irish Sail Lady here. Hello, hello. Margaret Hassler is here. Katie Crafts is here. Hello. Barb McKinley from Chile, Washington State. And looks like it's raining. Is it snowing yet? All right. And let's see if I missed anybody. I am really, really sorry. Marie Mitchell, hello. And Donna Hoskins, hey, hey, hey. All right. And looks like Kathleen Champ is back. Okay. Now she has the pink hand. We got Jimmy Tony here. Hello, Jimmy. And Donna. Got Donna. And let's see. Mary Jane Ellinger. Hello, hello. All right. Susan You're Out is here. Good evening, Susan. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Okay. And Jim Bennett. Thank you for the thumbs up. Okay, what am I up to today? Well, Susan You're Out says, I finished a table runner over the weekend as well as a pillow top. It's all ready for a pillow form. Let's see, Diane Watson says, we are at 69 degrees, 72 humidity. Gorgeous. Sounds gorgeous. Kim says, I got the baby's book ready to assemble and got the other grandson's checkerboard and checkers cut. Okay. Susan says there is snow in the higher elevations in the Cascade Mountains. Okay, so it is, winter is coming. It is a coming. Yeah. So, after last week's kind of mishap, I think some of you saw the little short video that I did. I was looking for this particular ruler. Let's see, do I have a white? I can use this. Flipped my sewing room upside down trying to look for this ruler. And lo and behold, it was right here on the desk right in front of me, and I never even noticed it. Go figure that. So, yeah, how many of us have done that before? So, what I will work on tonight is actually, I'm trying to finish up this quilt behind me, which is, well, let me just pull off one of the blocks. So you can, let me hold it up so you can get a better look at it. So, it's kind of a flower shape, and it's made using this templated ruler called the QCR Mini. Now, I know you can't see the ruler, but it makes these curves such as like this here. And it kind of makes, well, if you're familiar with the Drunkard's Path, basically that's what it does. And when you arrange it, you can kind of make this flower block there. And so I'm trying to finish up this quilt. Whoops. Don't you dare go on strike on me with your camera. So this one was here. Okay. So to make, I'll be making some of these blocks. Again, here is the ruler. This is the QCR Mini ruler. Basically, it just helps you to make a Drunkard's Path block, or it helps you to sew curves, really. And it makes it really easy. Now, if you've been following the channel for quite some time, you might be familiar with the 52 weeks, 52 blocks series that I've done. I used this particular ruler in, I think it was block number 4, where we did the clamshell or the curved block. Same ruler. Now, the pattern for this quilt that I'm working on actually comes from this book. It's called Mini Wonderful, I can't talk. Mini Wonderful Curves. You can see the title. Okay. And it's a pattern booklet. I think you can purchase the individual pattern by itself. The company is called, it's right there at the bottom, for So Kind of Wonderful. And I believe if you type in exclamation project, I give you the website. And okay, this book is actually it's a pretty, the list price is about $23, but considering the amount of patterns that you get in this book, it's pretty good. To me, it was a worthwhile investment. Now, the ruler is separate from the book, but you do need the ruler in order to do the patterns in the book. And I forgot the price of the ruler, but for me, personally, it was kind of worth it to get the ruler, because at the time when I purchased it, I was not good at sewing curves. And so this ruler actually helped me conquer that fear. Okay. So I got some background fabric here, and I will be, well, I think I need, how many more do I need? I think I need 4 more flowers. I think. So that's what I'll be working on tonight. Okay, so I do see the chat kind of going crazy, so let me stop there. Kim says it's 61 and raining here in Kansas City. 61, not bad. Tucson, it's rainy and 67. Finally. Yes, I can certainly understand that, Julie. It's 45 in Seattle. Hey, Miss Tiffany. Thanks for joining here tonight. Hi, Gail Walters. She's checking in saying hello to everyone. Hello, hello. Diane Watson saying, wow, very cool. Okay, and everybody's commenting about the quilt when I pulled it up. Hello, Miss Greenland Quilter. Okay. And Donna Hoskins, oh, thank you for that, Donna. The QCR ruler is $26 for the mini. And wait, she's got two prices there. So the mini, $26 for the mini. Okay. Sin Forest is asking, how are you doing? Hope you're feeling better. Thank you for asking that, Sin, because I am feeling much, much better. Computer, on the other hand, is still a little shaky, but it's stable for now. For those of you who don't know, my computer actually caught a virus a few weeks ago, which is why I was out of commission for 2 weeks. And I've since replaced the damaged parts, and hopefully it's not, the virus isn't spreading out to other people, which is why I'm usually only using this for live. And I think we kind of we have to reset everything, wipe the memory clear. And honestly, I don't really care about this computer because it's a outdated thing and it was kind of a hand-me-down. But I am looking to actually purchase a upgraded or a better computer. So, but as for me, I am fine. Had a little bit of scare coming down with a minor case of pneumonia, but luckily it passed and I came out on the other end. Okay. And now I'm feeling much, much better, feeling much back to my old eating habits, and yeah, just feel a little bit more normal now. Although I can't talk tonight. I've been getting tongue-tied all day. Kim Burris is saying, however, Saturday is only supposed to be 48 with a low of 28. Wow. Okay, that's cold. That's cold, even for me. No, okay, so Donna is clarifying, no, $19 for the QCR Mini, 26 for the standard on the website. Oh, okay. Yeah, there is a separate ruler. This is the Mini. There is a larger version of the ruler, in which I think I do have the larger version. Yeah, but I'm using the Mini for now to make these blocks. So, and again, I do apologize that the camera, this second camera, went on strike today. So you can't really see how I'm cutting this. But I have been giving this some thought, and I was trying to think of 2024. What type of, am I going to do another sew along, or what am I going to do in the future? In a previous live, there was some suggestion that maybe some people wanted to actually do this quilt behind me, the one that I'm working on right now, as a type of quilt along. And I'm still kind of debating about that. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that, but I'm not sure, or not 100% sure how this is going to run, because these are not my patterns and I'm not the creator of this tool. There's certain things that I can present on YouTube, and there's other things that I cannot present on YouTube. It's sort of like, when Jordan Fabrics, or Donna Jordan, when they do their videos, they feature the pattern, but they don't give you the measurements. And they kind of give you tips about how to put the block together, but they don't give you specifics. You are kind of required to purchase the pattern. And so I was kind of thinking maybe I can do it in that manner where I give you the tips or some tips and tricks on how to construct the block, but um, I can't give you the specific measurements or size requirements or even fabric requirements for that matter. So yeah, still kind of thinking about how this is going to work, but I do know that there is interest in doing some kind of sew along or quilt along using this particular pattern. So stay tuned. Okay. Um, do I even have this machine on? Okay, there it is. 43 raining here in Ellensburg, Washington. That's Susan saying that. Hello, Miss Sheila Willis. Thanks for joining here. Hey, Miss Robin Taylor. How are ya? And okay, I forgot how to put this together. So I'm gonna start. No, wait. This piece goes on the bottom, and then this piece goes like that. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Well, so gosh, it's been such a long while since I sewed one of these things. I think I forgot how to do it. And I'll press it out. Well, I'll just finger press this for now. So one thing that's cool about this this whole system is they make you do the block oversized, then you square it down to a certain size, and the template itself is actually also your square up ruler. Yep. So that's one. And oh, okay, this one's a little not so curvy, but I think if we press it out, well, let me finger press it for a second. And there's the second one, or the opposite. Yeah, I didn't do so well with the curve, but it'll work out. Okay. So Robin Taylor says doing good. Well, that's good to hear. Okay. Hey, Ms. June Hansen. Thanks for stopping by. Glad you made it tonight. Can you show how to use the ruler? I don't have any curved rulers at all. Donna, I wish I could do it right now. It's just that it's going to be a little bit more difficult again because I can't move this camera since it's stationary. Um, if you watch again in the 52 blocks 52 week series, I believe it was block number 4, I actually go through how to use this ruler itself. um, Sorry. Yeah, it's fairly simple. You're basically cutting out a square. They have the measurements um, on the template itself. You can cut the curve right there in that slit and then sew it together. And then when you get your blocks sewn together like this, you can also use, well, first I'm going to have to press this, but you also square up the block using this template. Okay, and again, I do apologize that this second camera is not really working. But if you need like a point of reference as to how to use this particular ruler, again, you can look for block number 4 in the 52 weeks, 52 block series. I think it was block number 4. I should check on that. Barb McKinley is asking, Eric, are you going to be on Sean's live this Saturday? Yes, thank you for asking that, Barb. So, Sean, his channel is The Guy Who Sews. He has invited me to join him on his live this Saturday. So, he goes on live at 8 a.m. Eastern time. So, that's 5 a.m. my time. So, I'll be up early to join him. But yes, I will be on there, Barb. So you guys can check that out. Not sure what we're going to be doing. I guess we'll just be sewing and chatting during the live. So again, that is Sean. His channel is The Guy Who Sews, and he has that cute koala as his icon. Okay, Susan saying, I'm tired, was up way too early and was busy at work yesterday, today. Okay, good night, Susan. Thanks for stopping by. Just an idea for future videos. I really enjoyed the Halloween wreath. Are there other crafters or other crafts you like to do? Gail, I do. Usually around this time of year, I put away the quilting stuff and I actually switch over to a lot of crafting things, like especially around Christmas. So I do a lot of ornaments. I'll do a lot of wreaths. I am planning to do some Christmas card making as well as some gift wrapping techniques that I've been learning. So yeah, for Halloween, I haven't done much this year though. And part of that is just because I got all these quilting projects, such as this one, that I want to get done by the year end. So I'm trying to make a mad push to get this quilt done. And there's about 5 or 6 of them that I want to get done before the year end comes. And this is one of them. Okay, but yeah, stay tuned because they're usually right around after Halloween during the November and December, I'll switch over to doing some other crafts because this is the time to actually do all of those crafting. Okay, I cut the, let's see, Kim Burris is saying, I cut the pieces for the checkerboard at 5 by 5 inches, red and black, then cut checkers the same. The back of checkers will be Spider-Man, so grandson can make kings. Oh. Okay, and then let me catch up. Good night, Sin. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, love Sean's channel as well as yours. Well, thank you, Susan. I will watch the replay, Eric. Rachel and kids will be here, and I'll be playing with the baby grandson. Okay, Kim. All right. So here, there's something new that I've been starting on the past couple lives, and we've been kind of getting some good discussion on this. So if you type in exclamation question, I call this the question of the live. So tonight, the question of this live, and this was something I was kind of thinking about because there's been a lot of, at least I know some quilters that have, one person buys a pattern, they make Xerox copies for a whole bunch of people, and then they distribute that out. And for me personally, I think there's something just not ethically right about doing that. But I'm kind of curious what everyone else thinks about that. Okay, do you think it's okay to do, or do you think that somehow, that's not really right? Okay. Personally, if I have a pattern and somebody asks me, can you make me a copy? I usually say no, but I'll tell them, after I'm done with the pattern and I make the quilt, you can have the pattern because I'm probably not going to make it over and over again. I just feel like it's not really right. And yeah, for one thing, pattern designers, when you Xerox copy a pattern and distribute it like that, people, I guess, I don't know, I'm not sure if people realize that that's someone's livelihood. And so for me personally, I would feel guilty doing that to someone. For those of you that don't know, I do work in the accounting and finance field. And before I started my current job, I used to work with a lot of small business owners. And let me tell you, as a small business owner, there's a lot that you need to be aware of. A lot of expenses, a lot of, things like inventory, just kind of keeping things in control, word of mouth advertising, marketing. And when someone comes along and kind of, basically I kind of feel like if I were to take a pattern designer's pattern, make Xerox copies of it, I'm basically stealing from them. Not even if I'm not selling the pattern, I'm still distributing it. Whereas someone who should be buying it is kind of just basically getting it for free. Now, I have no problem purchasing the pattern, and then when I'm done with the pattern, I just give the whole thing to the next person. That to me, I don't know. It's like if you borrow a book from someone and you read the book, is that really theft? Somebody still purchased the book, but if they're literally copying it and then distributing it, that's where I have an issue. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Copyright laws. Yes, Ms. Greenland Quilter, there is a copyright law, so there is that issue too. And technically, yeah, that is breaking the law. Sarah McIntosh says, nope, that's not right. I would agree with you. Greenland Quilter is saying that's really not cool because it's taking money away from the person who designed it. Exactly. I don't think that's ethical either, Eric. That's Susan. You're out. Okay. And Barb McKinley is saying that is so wrong. Okay. So if Katie Kraft says if it's a free pattern, then it's okay, but not if it's copyrighted. That's a good point. Free patterns, I think a lot of fabric distributors have kind of realized that pattern making or selling a pattern is not really a money-making operation. So the whole point to a free pattern is that you get the pattern in hopes that you're actually going to buy the fabric, which they um, they'll in the example that you see in the pattern, it's using the fabric. So what they really want you to do is purchase the fabric, and they'll give you the pattern for free if you do, which is kind of a smart business decision. The Molly J says, just as we work hard for our money, so do these pattern designers. Yes, yes, yes. Jim Bennett says, wrong is wrong. Okay, so I guess it's wrong. June Hansen says, I think it's wrong if the pattern is free, then yes, but if it costs you to pay for it, then it's wrong. Okay. Greenland Quilter says, Eric, it's the same concept as if you bought a music CD, ripped it onto your computer, then shared it with music, or a DVD, ripped it and shared. Yep. Yep. And I think a lot of people are, well, some quilters that I know of don't look at it like that because they just think that it's just a piece of paper. But I don't know. I kind of talked with them and was trying to help them realize that that's just not right. But I don't know if I got through to them. But the argument that these individuals gave me, though, the pattern was quite pricey. Actually, it was actually, well, I shouldn't say which pattern it was, but it was almost $25, and it was a whole booklet that came with paper templates and everything for it. So, which would explain the price. But what they did was one person bought it, and then she made copies for everybody. And I'm like, hold on, that's just not right. And they were arguing that the price of the pattern was, they thought was inflated, or it was too high. So they justified their actions by making copies like that. Because again, $25 for a pattern, yeah, admittedly, that is a bit high, but understandably, you're getting more than just the pattern. You're getting the templates and a whole ton of other stuff too. So I make copies for my own use so I can mark them up and make notes without messing up my original. Okay. Katie Cross, I have no problem with that. Like if I'm making a copy, but for my own personal use, and I bought that pattern, I got no problem with that, because you want to scratch it up, but you want to keep the original the same in case you make too many notes, or you start, like if you're a note taker like me, you start writing note upon note upon note, and then all of a sudden you get your own self confused. So I need the original to stay the original. So I will do something like that. Yeah, that would make sense. Not right, not fair. That's Julie. Hey, Marie Johns. Thanks for joining in. Instead of photocopying, I will give the purchase pattern to someone who wants it. That's what I do, Susan. When I'm done with the pattern, if somebody else wants it, I just pass it on to them. At least I'm not copying and making extra copies of it. Okay, Jim Bennett says, I will make copies of paper templates for my own use. Yep, I do that too. But again, keywords there are for my own use. Passing on a pattern for a book is okay, like being in a library. Yeah, I got no problem with that. I think that's okay. I would agree with that. I think you're spot on. Pass a pattern on, but don't copy. Yes, yes. Thank you, Paula. There are so many free patterns and so many ways to learn how to make your own patterns. This isn't even a question. True, true. I guess for a beginner, well, there's certain quilts that are technically mm, advanced, in which sometimes by looking at the quilt, like even for me, I can't tell how they made it, so I do need the pattern. What's cool, what's nice about a pattern though is that it does give you the list of required materials, and so you're not second guessing. Oh, how much yardage do I need of this, or how many yards do I need of that? I'm always doing that because I'm kind of making up the quilt my as I go, and it would be nice to kind of have like a set requirement. Oh, I need 3 yards of this or 2 yards of that. But a lot of times, if I'm shopping or if I'm fabric shopping for a specific quilt that I haven't designed in my head, sometimes I'm at the quilt shop kind of going, oh, how much do I really need of this fabric? And then I got too much extra. So I guess in that sense, having a pattern that gives you the list of supplies that you need. I mean, that would be one reason why I do purchase patterns. And if the pattern or if the quilt itself is kind of a little bit more intricate, then yes, I would definitely buy a pattern or buy the pattern instructions to kind of figure out how they put the quilt together. Okay. There are, I presume out of print is okay to pass on. I would think so. Yeah. Okay, so Greenland Quilter says, I put copyright logos on my photographs, and some of my photographs are 15 years old. That doesn't mean somebody can go and use it. Now, that's actually very true, in which a lot of times I will even ask people if it's okay for me to take a picture that they send to me and put it on a video. Yep. I agree if it's wrong. If you can't afford it, you don't need to make it. Do you go out to eat if you can't tip the waitress? Oh, Marie. That's going to open a can of worms, but I do agree with you on that. I oftentimes make working copies for my own use, but I don't make copies for others. Yep, you're in good company there, Laura. I do the same thing. Okay, personal use is different. You're not giving it to somebody else. That's true. Even free patterns, I will ask the designer if I can use a pattern for the block of the month from my local guild. Most say yes, but one or two said no, so I don't use theirs. Oh, okay, that's being how should I say, thoughtful. I wonder why they said no. That's interesting. If it's a free pattern, why not? Okay. Okay. Just get sewing. Okay. Yes. Some Donna Hoskin is saying some designers do not want their name attached to specific groups, clubs, guilds, etc. And I understand that too. Oh, that's a good point. Um, yeah, I do have to kind of watch myself in who I associate with on here on YouTube because, well, I do know that my big boss watches me sometimes on here, so I kind of got to watch what I say, but I also have to watch and be a little bit careful as to who I associate myself on with here. which is why I've kind of turned down a lot of affiliates. There's been companies that have asked me to kind of, if they could sponsor a video on the channel. I've had to say no to that. I've said no to some collaborations in which there's some, some people have reached out to me wanting an interview. And when I looked at their channel, it was just, they kind of get into these political arguments in which I don't want to be associated with that. So I can understand why some designers would not want to be associated with certain groups. Okay, Tiffany's saying, what I don't like is I download a free pattern, then I want to make it and do a video. Get ready to share that free pattern and film, and bam, it's not free no more. It costs $10 or whatever. Happens often. Yeah, I know a few people that do that. Like I know Bonnie Hunter, when she does her mystery quilt every year, it starts out as free, but you got to download. Of course, you can download the instructions, but after a while, she sells it for purchase. It's a little irritating. Yeah, I can understand that. It's one reason why I make on my own. Yeah, me too, Tiff. Your pattern's better anyway. I would agree with that, Murray. Hey, Cecilia. Hi, Denise. Okay. Ooh, I got 2 blocks done. Yeah, I figured I would be doing a little bit more talking tonight than sewing. Okay. Yeah. So, as I was saying earlier, I might do this quilt behind me as a quilt along. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work, but I also did reach out to the company. Even when I did, even during the 52 blocks, 52 weeks and block number 4, when I did use this ruler, I actually asked the company if they were going to be okay with me kind of demonstrating how to use this ruler. And reluctantly, I think they said yes. So hopefully they'll be okay with me doing it again. And hopefully, if we do this as a quilt along, some people will go out and purchase at least they'll purchase the ruler as well as maybe get the pattern. Okay, but again, I'm not sure exactly how the details of it are all going to work out, so stay tuned for that. And they were quite happy with the video that I did with block number 4, so I'm hoping they'll be happy to let me do it again. Okay. Okay, I didn't cut this one very good, so I think my rotary blade's a little dull. Cecilia saying, I just thought I would do a quick pop in before I go to sleep. Have a 4:30 wake up call tomorrow. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for stopping in, Cecilia. Okay. Oh, wait. I think I gotta rip this one out. Yeah, it puckered. Darn it. Oh, thread's caught there. That's why it puckered. Okay. Yeah, that's not good. Now we rip. Well, actually, you know what? I got extra, so whoop. I'll just cut another one. Okay, let's see if I get a better cut this time. Denise Spinger is saying that 52 weeks, 52 block series was great. Can't believe it's already been 2 years old. Honey, I can't even believe it's been 2 years already. Wow. Yeah. You know, I will say doing that series was a big challenge for me, and it was a growing experience, not just in creating the quilt, but just making that commitment of having a video once a week. Yeah, that was a challenge. I will say that, but it was a good challenge for me. I may need my scissors. Okay, this blade is definitely dull, so I'm just gonna use my scissors for that. But a lot of people actually enjoyed doing that, and I know there was a handful of people that actually kept up with it, and they completed the whole quilt top. Honestly, I didn't put mine together yet because I just moved on to other projects, but that is one of my quilts that I need to get done, and I want to get done by the end of this year. So let's see, I got this quilt. I might not get this particular one quilted and bound and all completely done. I just maybe want to get the quilt top put together. And I have that one. I have the baby quilt is being quilted. So that's another one. The friendship quilt was already done. I just need to bind it. And then the 5252, that quilt top, I want to get that one done because there's a lot of people that are still asking me how to put the quilt top together. So I guess I need to give a little bit of instruction as to how they can go about doing that. Which, if I started the project, I need to complete the project. So I don't mind that. Wait, how did I end up with 4? Oh boy. Not paying attention. That's how. There we go. I should mention, I'm also not using pins on these curves. A lot of video tutorials, when you have curved blocks or curved seams like this, they will, forgive my language, but they will pin the crap out of these pieces. and you don't really have to. So, yeah, all you really have to do is just kind of, when the two pieces merge, just make sure that you're kind of sewing alongside that curve, or you kind of twist and maneuver it so that by the time the two, or by the time you reach the needle, the two seams or the two edges of it kind of line up. Yeah, it'll make much more. It would make much more sense if I could actually show it to you. So, okay. Let's see. I know I just missed a whole bunch of comments. It'll take me another month to put them together. That's yeah. It took me a whole year to put it together. Eric just needs to pack up his blocks and come for Christmas and put your quilts together. Yes. Hey, Vera. Trying to clean up her sewing room and feel like old Mother Hubbard who has so many kids. She didn't know what to do but fabric instead. Okay. And Kelly Quilts is here. She says, "Yikes, late. Did not realize you're on." Yes, Kelly, but glad you made it here. And Ann Tantrum. Kia ora. Hello, Miss Ann. How are you? Glad you made it. And Damali J says, "I'm arm wrestling with my machine's full-size quilt. Must make my time. Thanks for the company. I need more safety pins, not pins. Ouch." Okay, don't pin yourself there, Damali. I'm going to have to live until I'm 200 years old to sew all of my fabrics. But, I'm going to have to live until I'm 200 years old to sew all of my fabrics, but I continue to buy more. I think we can all understand that, Vera. So it's almost 8:30. I usually just try to keep this to an hour. If I missed any questions, you could type it. I do apologize. If you could just type it in again. Marie John says, "My husband said I need to start putting price tags on my stuff." Okay. How about it, Eric? Enchiladas and sewing up our 52 quilt blocks. I might just take you up on that. Actually, Tiffany, let's talk. Because I might actually be around nearby you during Christmas. So, okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. How many did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces sewn at least. That's not enough to make a whole flower block, but at least I got some of them done. But then again, I knew I was going to be doing more talking than sewing tonight. Okay. God gives us each of us a certain number of things to accomplish. At this point, I'm so far behind, I will never die. Okay, Kim. Well, that's one way to live forever. Okay. Hello, Miss Remo J. How are you? Glad you made it here tonight, but we're about to wrap up. Okay. Um, Damali J is reminding everybody to thumbs up before you go. Yes, thank you, Damali. Okay, so what's coming up? I am working on the next block in the Scrap Strips, Strings, and Crumbs series. If you want a sneak peek, where did I put the block? Maybe I can't give you a sneak peek because now I've lost it. Oh, here it is. If you want a sneak peek of the next block, here's a quarter of it. Can you guess what block it is? Okay, so there is that video that I'm working on. And again, as Barb McKinley had asked earlier, I am going to be joining Sean, the guy who sews, on his live coming this Saturday. He starts at 8 a.m. Eastern Time, in which, yes, I will be getting up at 5 a.m. Western Time. So be on the lookout for that. And if you haven't subscribed to his channel, go ahead and subscribe to it, as well as Tiff. If you can put a link to your channel on here. Did I miss anybody? Oh, Greenland Quilter. I'm not sure if she's also a YouTuber, another YouTuber, so go and support her as well. And let's see. What else is coming up? I didn't realize that November is coming up so quickly. So I've mentioned this on other lives, but I'll say it here again. I will be attending the Houston International Quilt Festival this year. So I'm still planning on doing a live next week. But next week, Wednesday, I will be leaving and going to Houston. So depending upon how the internet connection is on my phone, I might just kind of do like a pop-up live walking through, showing some of the quilts on display. But I am going to be joined by T Quilts. And I am going to be joined by, actually I shouldn't say because I'm not 100% sure if she's going to be there, but I'm assuming she's going to be there. So T has already announced that she will be doing a meet and greet at a specific time. I'm not sure if I'm going to join her at that or if we want it, I'll do something separate, but stay tuned to that. So if you're in the Texas area or if you are planning to attend the quilt show, if you see me walking around, say hey. Even if I'm holding my camera, just stop me and say hi, because I love actually meeting people face to face instead of just seeing the screen names pop up. So there is that. And let's see, anything else I need to mention? If you haven't already posted a picture of your crazy block, you can do so in the Treasure Heart Creations Facebook group. There is a giveaway attached to that, and if you don't know about the giveaway, you can look at block number 7 in the Scraps, Strips, Strings, and Crumbs series. So there is that. And there you got Tiffany putting links onto various people's channels, so go out and support them as well, because these are very good friends of mine. Okay, Eric, do you use Facebook? Yes, I do. Okay, Miss Greenland Quilter, there is a link, or there should be a link to the description on this video to where the Facebook group is. So it's just the group is called Treasure Heart Creations, basically. All right. Irina Sugary Dew will be showing her new fabric line through Brennertex. Ooh, okay. I didn't realize she had a fabric line. I didn't know that. Okay. And you can't miss Eric. He's 500 feet tall. Well, this time I'm bringing a selfie stick that's 10 feet long. So if you see some camera hooked onto a really long pole, that's probably me. All right, guys. So that's it for tonight. I'm going to be continuing on with this quilt behind me. Hopefully, maybe sometime in the near future, there'll be a video about the story behind this quilt, which is why I'm trying to rush this and get this done. But I thank you guys for joining me here tonight. I understand you guys have a choice of a whole ton of YouTube creators, and for some reason, you chose this weirdo on YouTube, and I appreciate that. So, thank you guys for joining me tonight. And with that, I will say have a great week, or have a great rest of the week. And let's all get out there and let's create something. Okay? Mwah. Bye for now.